All right, we'll take a look now at Hopewell going over to play Olympic at Waddell. Olympic Stadium's getting redone, and they're playing their games at Waddell this year, home games at Waddell. I think this could have a potential of being another shootout. I think the key for Hopewell, you're throwing the ball well, keep doing it. Attack the Olympic secondary. Myers Park had success. Now, Independence didn't have the success Myers Park did.
Right.
But still, if you're Hopewell, you do what you do. Make them stop what you do well. Get Heath involved with the screens and, all the things you're already doing. And, take your chances in a shootout because defensively, there's some issues there. We're just being frank about that.
Exactly.
Key for Olympic, I think you mentioned it with your recap with Independence. I think you got to get Tinsley involved in the run game. Maybe give him some rollouts, run pass options. And I know I've seen some of those things done already. But, just kind of turn them loose, I guess, would be my suggestion. You got a team that, you can probably do some things.
Okay, for Olympic, or for Hopewell, I should say, the first keys, historically or at least recent history, you want to throw against Olympic.
Right.
But that's been their soft spot, and of course they've got that D1 recruit on the defensive line, so it may be harder to run against them at least early on. So one of my keys would be to throw the ball, spread it around. Two would be to make sure that he touches that ball 20, 25 times on offense. I think that's, I don't know what your magic number is, but if I come and hear he's touched it 15 times, 10, 15, even maybe 20 times, I'm going to say you probably didn't get the ball in the kid's hands enough unless he's hurt or something else. Get him into space so he can make some plays. Good suggestion, screen, swing passes, put him different places, throw him the ball. You may be able to open things up with the run game. So your best opportunity is going to be on the offensive side, because on the defensive side, you're giving up a lot in all ways. So, for Olympic, I think my game plan would be to come out and pound the ball. I'd have Garcia touch that ball 15 times in the first half. I would probably look to run Tinsley a little bit because he has, and I saw it in the Myers Park game, apparently they did it in the Independence game. However he got his yards, he got a lot of yards, and we know he's athletic and can run, but he can also throw on the run. So, maybe sprint outs, give him an option maybe to throw a run, kind of like what used to be done with Antonio Miller. Maybe do the same thing here, do some sprint outs and give it an opportunity to choose to run. But I believe I would pound with the run game and then look to open up the pass game a little bit more later. On defense, Olympic, I think pressure on the quarterback. You had 5 sacks last week. I don't know what you did defensively to do all that, but by gosh, I have a similar kind of game plan as far as what my defense is doing. I realize you scheme against the offense, but you did something to get penetration into the backfield. So you do that, you're going to disrupt Hopewell's, I think, only chance of passing, and you disrupt that passing game like you did last week, then it could be a long night for Hopewell.
Yeah, good points. We're going to take a look now at Porter Ridge coming into Charlotte, going to play South Meck, and this will be a Thursday night game once again. The key for Porter Ridge, keep getting the ball to Jared Robbins. I mean, he's been our player of the week almost every week so far this season. He's been doing it all on offense, special teams, and defense. So, feed him. Give him, like you said with Dominique Heath at Hopewell, 20, 25 times. South Meck, I think your key is to get some offensive execution going. Let's get some first downs. Let's build some momentum. One offensive touchdown all season. The reps that you get in practice, put those things to practice in the games. Assignment, alignment, execution. You got to build something, momentum-wise on that offensive side of the ball. 'Cause I think your defense is doing okay. It's keeping you in ball games, but if you keep going 3 and out on offense, those guys wear down. And that's kind of been the theme. You know, even going back to your first game, Independence, good first quarter. Offense had one good drive, but then they started going 3 and out, 3 and out. The defense keeps having to go out there to get worn down, and then the game gets out of hand. So you've got to be able to build something offensively to give those guys a break and to give yourself some confidence on that side of the ball.
If you brought the boneyard, or if you bring the boneyard to South Mecklenburg, I'll see what I can do to get there. Unfortunately, I'm flying in Thursday, so I don't even think I can make it to South Meck on time. I think the keys for Porter Ridge, first of all, you know, just work on things, throw the ball. That seemed to be South Meck's weaker point in the defense. South Meck's strongest point is their defense, and the weakest point of that strong point is the passing game. So, you know, I agree. Feed the kid. He can be player of the week again next week. Make sure he gets his touches. Defensively, you know, early on, pressure up front. I might even blitz. You know, if you want to get this game out of hand quickly, then that's what you do. Just a lot of pressure up front. Make that kid. They'll try to throw the ball. They'll try to run the ball. They'll probably try to throw the ball more. Get the ball out of their hands quickly into somebody else's hands. Obviously, you got to be careful with that. I did see a few times in the Independence game, you know, where they threw the ball out to the flat and were a little bit successful. So, you know, in that game they attacked the edges. That's where they were successful. And,
Yeah.
you know, maybe the situation here. I think for South Meck, it's going to be. I like that alignment. You know, execute, assignment, alignment, and execute.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, guys. You know, get better. You know, you can win a ball game as you're working to get better, but for offensively, execute. You can't make mistakes. You got to get some first downs. You got to move the sticks, like you say. The defense, you know, the defense gets tired, and the offense always knows what they're doing, and the defense doesn't. The defense has to react to everything, and your reaction time drops as you get tired. So keep those defensive guys off the field. Give them some opportunity to rest. So move the yardsticks. Get a few first downs. You can do it if you really want to. So you got to have that desire to do it. And defensively, you know, you're gonna need to keep doing what you've been doing. Play your assignments. Play good position football. You're gonna have to try to lock down some receivers because I'm sure they're gonna come after you. So really, that's it.
All right.